Hey guys, welcome back to Foreign Reacts. Today we're going to be checking out a video titled 4 Things We Love Living in the UK. Americans in UK. So United Kingdom, shout out to y'all. I think everybody prefers to go by United Kingdom, but you know, yeah, we're gonna get right into this video. And if y'all enjoy, like and subscribe, man. I'll be moving to Europe likewise. So if y'all want to see the other channel, go ahead and click that link in the comment section down below, and social medias and all that will be there as well, so y'all can click it and go check it out. But without further ado, I'm gonna get right into this video, so let's go.
Hi, I hope you're having a lovely day. My day is going great. The weather's nice. It's a little cool today. I have on my jacket. And so I'm just sitting outside and I'm just enjoying the weather, the birds, the whole outdoor experience today. It's really good. So my name is Mac, and about 8 months ago, my family and I, we moved from the United States to the UK. My wife and I both have jobs here. Our kids are enrolled in school, and we're just really settling in as British residents. And so we're really enjoying it. And I wanted to take a moment to talk about 4 things that I really like about living here in Great Britain. And the first thing on that list is the bread.
The bread?
You may have heard that before.
The bread? That was not expected. I'm over here miserable as heck today because it's just hot, and I'm just like, oh my gosh. And this guy says the bread. The bread. Oh my gosh. I thought he was going to talk about something else, not the bread. You got me right there, buddy. You got me right there. I was not expecting bread. I hope I'm hearing correctly and he really said bread, because that really made me laugh. Yeah, that was amazing. But yeah, the bread. Okay, let's keep moving.
But the bread in the US, it's not great. It's just it's functional. I mean, you can take it, you can put a piece down, you can put some things on it, and you put your other piece. And it's more of a transport mechanism to get the flavor and the food from the food into your mouth, right?
Oh,
the bread itself is a transport mechanism. It's not something that is imparting flavor into the dish or the sandwich or whatever you're eating with, or whatever you're eating, right? The bread doesn't really add much to it. It's just kind of there. Not so here with the bread here in the UK. My kids really enjoy the bread. They really love it. They eat sandwiches with gusto, so to speak. And so they would just kind of really have a good time with enjoying the bread. The flavors are just so good. We really appreciate it. The next thing that I really like about being here is still food related, and that is going to be the cheese. Recently, I had an opportunity to get some cheese from the United States, and I ate it, and I couldn't even taste it. It was so bland. It just didn't have any flavor. It had no kick, no punch, nothing to it to make you be like, this is cheese. However, when we eat cheese here in the UK, it's just really good, really flavorful. We've really grown to like it. We will only buy, certain brands. We really enjoy those cheeses, and we have a good time eating them. So the first 2 things that I really like about living here are both food related. And since we're talking about food, I'll go in and throw in a bonus on my little list, which is going to be the fish and chips. I've done a whole video where I talk about the fish and chips, which is totally new. Before I lived here, of course, I've had fried fish before, but not fried cod. And so the cod and the haddock and some of the other types of fish that you could get from the fish shops, those are really good. So we really enjoy that as well. So if we're going to talk about food, I have to talk about the fish and chips. That's what I've enjoyed in England. Hopefully soon I'll get an opportunity to travel up to Scotland, and I'm looking forward to trying some of the food, some of the more classic Scottish dishes, and then I get an opportunity to get to Wales. I want to try some of that as well. But right now, it's the English food, and it's also the fish and chips. So those are some of the things that I really enjoy. But moving away from the table,
Y'all can let me know in the comment section what fish and chips is, because I don't really know what that is, man. Like what exactly is a fish and chips? Like what is it? Like, let me know, please.
And kind of moving into the car is I actually enjoy driving here. Once you kind of get to know the rules of the road, you can really appreciate it. One quick example is, in the United States, when you're driving and you come up to a red light, you stop. But depending on the circumstances, you can still turn. You can go and...
You don't like that?
That's weird. I'm sorry. I'm outside. I'm in nature. So there are like birds and I don't know, geese making all kind of noises in the background.
Nice.
And I thought it was a person or something. I didn't know what that was, but I think it's just a bird. Okay. The nature here is really cool. The place where I live at here is really nice. There are birds all over the place. There are bunnies. I've never seen so many bunny rabbits, and I understand now where Peter Rabbit came from, but I've never seen so many rabbits. Not so many frogs though. I've only seen one frog since I've been here. I digress. Let me get back on topic. And I was talking about driving, and I was talking about specifically stopping at a red light.
Right. You don't like that?
When you stop at a red light, depending on the circumstances, you can make a right turn legally in the U.S. Here in the UK, it's pretty simple. When you hit a red light, you stop. That's it.
You don't like
If it's a red light, you stop. When the light...
Bro, you know, that's one of my favorite things about driving in America, like the red light thingy, bro. Like sometimes you're just trying to get up out of there, man. Like, and it's a big ass light. You look down the street and it's empty, bro. Like there ain't nothing coming on the street, bro. And you just hit that right turn because you good, right? Like there are some places in America where there's gonna be a sign, like practically road legally speaking, with the road. You'll have a sign that says, do not turn, no right turn. And some of them will tell you that you can make the right turn. If you don't see a sign, you can make the right turn. But if you do see a sign saying no right turn, you can't make the right turn, right? Because some of the times they are going to put that sign right there because it gets really busy right there. But I really actually do like that. That's something that I really do like because sometimes you're just trying to get up out of there and, you know, not being able to just get up out of there, it kind of affects you. You know what I'm trying to say? So that's his perspective. I like it. He doesn't like it, but I like it because sometimes, like I said, you just want to get up out of there, right? Especially depending on where you live in America. Sometimes you just want to get up out of there real quick.
Turns yellow, green, you can go. Until that happens, you stop. So that's something, just a quick example of the driving and how it's easier here than in the States. You don't have to do that extra thinking about, can I turn on this red light? Is it allowed in this circumstance? Nope. Red light, you stop. And actually staying with the theme of driving, another thing that I really enjoy about living here is the lack of stress specifically related to driving and commuting. I lived 17 years in the Washington, D.C. area, in the DMV, which stands for DC, Virginia, Maryland. And I lived in DC, I lived in Maryland, and I lived in Virginia during that period. I moved around, but the commute is so horrendous. For the last 6 years that I lived there, I had a 55-mile one-way commute in the morning. My job was 55 miles from home. I had to drive up a very long 4-lane highway, hit the beltway, circle around the district, and kind of head out another 30 minutes or so after that. So my drive in the morning was about an hour and 15 to an hour and 30 minutes. The overall drive, like going and coming, was 110 miles a day, and I was losing about 3 hours a day just on the commute, and I did that for 6 years. So get here, living in the UK, I live in England here in the Midlands. My commute is much shorter, much more pleasurable, much more enjoyable. I don't lose all that time. It's not all the stop and go traffic. So I really enjoy that. I really appreciate having a better commute, and that improves my better and overall quality of life. And so that would be the last thing that I would say I really enjoy, is that I find the UK to be a very pleasant place to be as far as stress. I'm not stressed here. I don't feel the same amount of stress that I felt in the United States. It's just not weighing on me as heavily. And I've asked my wife about this, and she said the same thing. She just doesn't feel as much stress as we both felt in the United States. And so that in itself is worth the reason to move, that alone, to be able to get away from stress. Stress kills, right? And so we don't want that to happen. And those are the things that we really enjoy about living here in the UK.
I personally agree with everything that he said. Even the right turn thing, I do agree with it. May not seem like I agree with it, but I do agree with it in terms of certain, you know, his points. But like I said, I prefer to have the right turn because, you know, sometimes you just want to get up out of there. I lived in a busy ass place. Like, bro, I can't wait. Highway. Literally, when I walk out, there's a highway. Highway 501, go do your research about Highway 501. Like literally, you connect the dots, you get what I'm trying to say. It's not the best thing to be you know, where, right, that location and you gotta wait. Like, let me tell you something about American stoplights. I think I've been at an American stoplight. The longest I've been at a stoplight in America is like 5 minutes. You don't want to be off in a highway in America, period. But what I gotta say is that I definitely agree with Buddy. His points were valid because, you know, I do believe that being in America, it's a real stressful. Look at what I'm just talking about in terms of being off living off the highway or something like that, right? It's really stressful because you're gonna stay at a stoplight for 5 minutes, like literally. I'm not lying to you, like 5 minutes, right? I don't know what's the longest stoplight duration in America, but that one that I'm talking about, it's off Highway 501, and it was eternity. I mean, you're there for forever, right? So I personally agree with him. It is much more stressful to be in America, and I think that Europeans in general, or Africans, or Asians, anyone, you know, discrediting race out of this, you know, swap that out of here. We all the same. Any one of them from those countries go to America and live the life of an American, and subtract what they experienced in their different continents, I think they would actually understand how stressful America can be, because it's a really fragile place in terms of you know, your growth. It's really fragile. Like, you can lose your job easily, you can lose your home easily, your health, you can die easily due to the lack of healthcare, stuff like that. So if y'all get what I'm trying to say, he is definitely spot on with what he's saying, and I totally agree with Buddy over here. So we gonna be up out of here. So smash that like button and subscribe, man. He really made me laugh when he said bread though, because I wouldn't expect that. But yeah, I'm out of here, guys. Peace.